Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Mandy. In today's video, we're going to talk about something related to the nature. We're going to talk about the rain radical. Now let's get the 田字格 ready and the pens ready. We're going to talk about the rain radical, but first of all, let's take a look at the rain character. And it looked like this. This is 雨 meaning rain. And here is the evolution of the character 雨. So it's evolved from a picture of the skies raining. And just to help you to memorize the characters, here's my understanding of the modern version of 雨. Just picture that this is a window, and then you're in the house and you look outside of the window and then you see a lot of raindrops. These are the raindrops. So it kind of look like here is the window and here is the raindrop. So this is my understanding of the character 雨. I hope it helped you to memorize it. As for the rain radical, we need to squeeze the rain characters into a smaller space. And normally it's on top. So let's squeeze it. We will be here is the rain radical. Just to remind you, for the rain radical, now we have 1, 2, 3. Here, this part is a hook. And as for the 雨, as you can see, it's not just a hook. It's vertical and hook. And then, okay, so as for the rain radical, obviously, it's related to rain. Or in the broader sense, rain is the water in the sky. And it could also refers to an even broader range, and that is nature. Okay, so now let's get to some example. The first one is 雪. So we have a rain radical on top. And then, yes, 雪 is snow. Here is the evolution of the character 雪. And as you can see at the bottom part, this part, it could refers to sweeping. It's like a broom sweeping. So the whole characters, it means that the rain is sweeping the sky, just like snow. And here's the example with the 雪. We can say 雪人 雪人 snow people. Snow people would make the snowman. 雪 itself is just a noun. But if you want the verb snow, then you would need to say 下 雪，下雪。下 is to fall down. 雪 is the snow. So it could make the snow as a verb. Okay, now let's get to the second example, and that is雷. Lei meaning thunder. And here is the evolution of the character Lei. You can see the very original version of the Lei. In the middle is the lightning, and circle represent the sound of thunder. And later they add the rain radical on top, meaning the thunder usually happened during the raining. And after thousands of years of evolution, here is the modern version of the Lei. So now let's take a look at the modern version of the Lei. You can see at the bottom side, actually, we've talked about it in our previous video. If you remember it, this is the tian, which means the field or the farm. As we can see in other characters, we have this, and this is nan. We have field on top and strength or labor underneath, and they make man, because in the ancient time, man is the labor in the field. They work in the farm. Okay, so let's go back to the Lei. So we can see the rain radical on top and the field farm radical underneath. And my understanding of the modern version of it is that if you work in the farm, then if it rains, you can hear the thunder very loud. Yep, that's my little understanding of it. Let's continue with the next example. Wu. Wu as fog. And it looks quite complicated to write, so I will just write the bottom part right here. I'll write it bigger. So the bottom part is like this, and then this. This is U. So obviously you can see it serves as a sound radical to it. Give the U sound to the U. Okay. And the U is the fog as a noun. So to make it adjective, you foggy, and we would say有雾. 有雾 is just foggy as a adjective. We have a Chinese idiom that have the "u" in it, and let me show you. It's 一头雾水一头雾水. It looks quite simple, right? 一 is one, 头 head, 雾 is fog, 水 is water. So one head full of fog and water. Because imagine when it's foggy, you can't see things clearly. It's very blurry, right? So you have the fog and water all over your head, so which means you are unclear or you don't understand. See, that's the Chinese idiom. Actually, there's quite a lot of Chinese idiom are not that difficult as you might think. Moving on to the next characters. Shuang meaning frost. And it's served as a noun, just the frost. If you want to make it a verb, then we say 结霜. Jie. Shuang. The 结 meaning to tie a knot, or right here it could mean to form. And 霜 is the frost. So 结霜, it would make the frost as a verb. And you need to be careful. The 霜 we are talking about right here is the frost in the nature. It's not the frosting on the cake or dessert. So if you want to talk about the frosting on the dessert, that would be糖霜. Tang shuang. The tang meaning sugar, and you can see on the left side of the tang, this one. This is the rice radical. So obviously it's related to food. And the tang, sugar, is kind of a food. Okay, and the shuang is the frost. So now we are very clear, it's the sugar frost. So it's the frostings on the dessert. And here I have another Chinese idiom I want to introduce to you, which is not difficult. And that would be雪. Yes, we just learned about it a few minutes ago. And shang. And then jia. Shuang. 雪上加霜. Okay, 雪, we just learned it a few minutes ago. It means snow. And 上, it means up or top. 加, it means to add. 霜, it means frost. Okay, so there is snow, and on top of the snow, add some frost. The snow is really cold, right? And if you add the frost on it, it gets even colder. In the Chinese culture, Warm and hot is related to happy and positive, and coldness related to sad and negative. So we can have a guess here. This is about the coldness, so it's something negative. And 雪上加霜, it could mean getting worse. For example, there's a man going out for a run, but it rained. So raining, that's bad enough. But even worse, he just keep running during the rain, but he just breaks his leg. So things getting worse. So that's the 雪上加霜 we're talking about. Okay, let's continue with the next example. Bao is hail. And as we can see at the bottom part, this is the bao. Bao serve as a sound radical. In the bao, and the meaning of the bao is bun. So I think it kind of makes sense if you bring the meaning to the bao, because some very serious hail, they can really be as big as a bun. We say 下冰雹. It means help as a verb. Let's continue with the next character. Lu. We'll talk about the meaning of lu later, but first of all, let's take a look at the bottom part of it because it kind of complicated to write. And the bottom part, I will write it bigger. This is lu, and obviously you can see it serves as a sound radical to the lu, because it gives the lu sound to the lu. And as for the lu itself, it means the road. The lu on the left side, I want to point it out that on the left side, this is the foot radical. If you've watched my foot radical videos, then you might notice it. Here is the foot radical on the left. The foot radical is related to walking and road. So the lu meaning road makes sense. But as for the lu itself, the lu will not bring the road meaning to this lu. It only serves as a sound radical here. Okay, so let's talk about the meaning of the lu. Mainly, it has two meanings. The meaning number one, it means the dew or the gel. I mean the dew in the morning, there's some waters on the plant. We say these are 露水. Lu, 水 together make the dew. And as for the gel, we can say 沐浴露沐浴露 The 沐浴 means shower. Lu is gel. So 沐浴露 is the shower gel, the bath gel. And the second meaning of it, it means expose or review. And when it means expose or review, actually it has two pronunciations. It could be lu, and it could also be low. And I will give you some example. The first one is露营露营 The lu means expose, and the ying, it could be a camp. So the exposed camp, it could be just camping. Because, if you go camping, usually you camped in the forest, or maybe you just camped outside, right? So you kind of exposed to the nature. So 露营 is just the camping in the wild. And the next example, 暴露暴露 it just means exposed as a verb. For example, we can say 暴露隐私隐私 is privacy. So 暴露隐私 it means expose the privacy. So here's for the lu. And the next one is low. And we can say low脸露脸 to expose. 脸 is the face. To expose the face, it just means to show the face. Or we can say low出微小 Here is the low 出微小 Low 出 means out, right? And expose out. 微笑 is the smile. So 露出微笑 it just means to show smile. Okay, so now what's the difference between the lu and the low? Because it's the exactly same hanzi and exactly same meaning. So what's the difference? Yeah, I did some research and it is said that the lu sounds a little bit more formal, like camping or like expose the privacy. It sounds a bit formal. And the lo, it just sounds more spoken. Like 露脸 is just show the face. 露出微笑 just show the smile. It's more casual and spoken. And let's get to the next example. 震 meaning shake or shock. And in the ancient time, it used to refer to the loud thunder that shake the earth. And later, it refers to just the verb shake or shock. And here is the example. 地 震 地震 and the D we can see on the left part of the D here is the dirt radical, so it's related to the dirt or the ground, and the D meaning just ground or floor, and we just talked about it in the dirt radical video. And as for the 震, it means to shake. So the ground shake, it's an easy guess. It means the earthquake. And we can also say震惊 震惊 the 震 it means shake or shock, and we can see on the left part of the 惊 here we have a heart radical, so we can tell that it's related to the mental things, emotional things. And the 惊 it means just shocked. So 震惊 together it just means shocking. Let's continue. The next example is霞 meaning glow. Usually it refers to the glow in the sky. For example, 晚 霞 晚霞 晚 is evening, 霞 is the glow. You can see the glow before the sky turns dark, right? So this is the sunset glow. Now let's get to the last example of today's video. It's a little bit abstract. This is ba, and ba meaning the Lord or the king. Okay, wait. Why? Why we have a rain radical for the Lord or the king? Now we need to dive into the parts of the ba. So actually we have 1, 2, 3, 3 parts. So on top, it's the rain radical. It's the rain. And then on the bottom left, it's this. And this one is the ge. It could means revolution. And at the bottom right here is the yue, and this is the moon radical. Okay, so now we have rain, revolution, and moon. I've done some research. So based on what I learned, it says that it means during the rainy days, you can't control the change of the moon. So the changing of the moon is unstoppable, is something that you cannot control. So altogether, it means that it's an unstoppable power, and that means the Lord or the king. I hope it makes sense to you. And here is the evolution of the character, ba. And let me give you some example with the ba. Ba. Wang. Ba Wang. It's just Lord. And the Wang is the king. So Ba Wang, it just means the Lord or the king. Easy. And here's the other one. Ba. Dao. Ba Dao. The Ba is the Lord. Dao is the road. As you can see in the Dao, this is the walking radical. So the walking radical is related to the road or moving. And the Dao right here, it means the road. The Lord of the road. So if someone thinks they are the Lord of the road, they can control the road and not letting you pass, not letting you go through. And this person is bossy. Yeah, so 霸道 is bossy as an adjective. That's all for today's lesson. I hope you enjoy it and you learned something from this video. And if you want the practice sheet, you can get it from my website. And if you have any thought or idea about today's video, please share your thoughts in the comment section. I'm Mandy. I will see you in the next video.